What in the heck do you got there, doggy? Oh, that's gross. Hey guys, it's almost 12 o'clock. I just had lecture for 2 hours straight, which I guess ain't that bad. Got to do it from the couch, so that's nice. Currently, Dad is headed to town. He went to John Deere to pick up a belt because Dad and I were headed down the road yesterday with our UTV, and the belt just shredded, and then we were kind of stranded on the road. What happened?
I didn't do it.
We better start walking, Dad. My uncle came and pulled us home, so we got to fix that because we've had the silver spoon in our mouth a little too long driving around with an enclosed cab. It's a lot nicer than these four-wheelers on these cold days that are pretty often rainy. Also calving, we got to tag a few calves. When Dad was checking out the gender of one this morning, the cow kind of chased him a bit, and so we got that to deal with, a little bit crazy of a cow. The forecast for the next 2 days is not looking good. I heard on one station that we are expected to get 2 to 3 inches, which would be just horrible because we've actually been drying off decently. The other thing we want to get done today is, well, we got to screw in these bolts. I don't know what they're called exactly, but on the 7215, when you're turning the wheel, it doesn't turn very sharp because there's kind of stops that keep it from turning too sharp. And we had it set up like that because the planter was hooked up to that 7215, and it just kind of worked out. You didn't overturn and then start going back to driving on something you had already planted on. And so we just want to turn those in because with the drill I need to turn really sharp, plus just driving around and using the bale processor is pretty tough. In the last video I had mentioned that we were going to get some cameras running that were going to help us with calving, and I got that set up. We got a few cameras running, and 3 of them are located around the farm to help with surveillance. A few years back, someone did stop on our farm in the middle of the night and steal some gas. Well, that was probably like 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. But it's just good to have good surveillance around the farm, especially since the world is kind of in a bit of turmoil right now, and there's going to be people that are having a tough time, and they might think that the only way they can get by is by stealing. I will show you where this one camera is, which is in the barn. And so, let's see. I don't know if you can see that very well, but we can see that big loafing area and also the smaller pen. And so with that, Dad doesn't have to walk out at 4 a.m. in the middle of the night and check them. Right now, I'm just waiting for Dad to get back. He ran into town. Dad is sacrificing his potential health and safety to go grab that belt. That way we can use the side-by-side once again. And then we'll put that belt on. We'll tag some calves. And Ellie's probably gonna pull up some more cleanings into the yard and chomp on them. Aren't you, you little nasty thing? Stick around, hit that subscribe button if you're new here and you're enjoying the video so far. It's a lot of me talking. Sorry about that. So we got the belt. How much was it?
$114 for this, I believe. I would say it should be $8.99, $8.99.
Okay.
But it's got this pretty cardboard on it, so that's
that's why it's so expensive.
Yes.
Because it's got that paint, and yeah, it's got that logo on there.
Like on Let's Make a Deal.
I also just got 3 $100 codes for Ariat.
Say what?
Yeah, 3 of them. $100 codes.
$100 codes.
Codes. And so basically,
not coats?
no, codes.
Codes.
So
Codes.
I can't think.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're giving those away, and how we're gonna do that is, well, Ariat sent me a random comment picker, and so basically just comment where you're from, and just, you know, either just say that, or I don't know, you can add some stuff like, hey, this video is the best I've ever seen.
Whew, that'd be good.
Yeah. And then we'll use that random comment picker, and it'll pick 3 people. Well, I'm sure I'll have to do it 3 times, but we'll pick 3 people. I will comment back to you. I'll reply. I'll say you won. Give me your email, and then I'll email you the code, and then you just go to Ariat, find some stuff that you'd like, and then type in the code, and bam, you got $100 free stuff. What?
Comment picker.
Comment picker, yeah. So yeah, just comment where you're from and maybe a little something about yourself or whatever, and you'll be entered to win.
Not a nose picker.
That's an expensive necklace. You should give Mom one of those for Christmas.
No. Put it there if maybe it'll slip it on while we're gone.
Yeah.
And that's fine. We can both go out it. Or if you give them a quit.
Since they're moving pretty good, we're just gonna bring them to the other building, and we're actually gonna bring them to the pasture to get them out of this building. Trying to get you?
Yeah, kinda.
Ooh. Whoa! Hey. We ended up grabbing the last few. There was like 10 in that middle pen. We wanted to sort them up because the weather's gonna get a little bit bad. We sorted 3 off. We're gonna make it so they can go eat and drink, and then we'll get working on that on the 7215. So here's a quick look on how far they can turn. That's about it. You can't really tell. It's just the angle is not very sharp at all, and so when we're backing things up, we start jackknifing a little bit, and you just can't get out of it, and then you got to pull back ahead. Keeping it from turning so sharp as these, it hits right here because we got to turn left, but on the other side this one's already hitting. Go more. Last week I was kind of bored, and so I was getting this thing ready. I got the crust buster controller in here, and I put the 4630 in here, so we're a step closer to drilling and fertilizing and all that jazz. One more thing we got to put in here is the monitor for the baler, but it'll be a while before we start baling because the grass really hasn't even greened up yet. Now we also got to get the globe on here, which we have. Well, we rent one RTK globe, and then we have 2 older globes of our own. And the RTK used to go on here because this was our planting tractor, but now we moved it over there. And so I was gonna put the globe on, but I realized it's the old style mount, and we got the newer style mount on the 7215. So we're gonna have to take this off and add it to here. One of them things that just hurts the fingers.
It bites you while you're trying to squeeze it.
Yeah, I think so. Here's a look at the belt. There's no salvaging from this. So I'd say it's time for a new one.
Next. Come on.
So down there we got a crew. They're putting in, oh, they're running they're running an electric line because that well is just running really slow, and so we're putting in a electric pump. So they got to run a line to it, and then that'll water our cows a little better than the artesian well. It's just flowing really slow. Just gotta spin it.
Don't get the finger in there. Oh. Getting tight.
Well, I think if we turn the back wheels, right? You know, because that's the drive part. And so if we roll the
machine back?
backwards.
Well, we can try.
I know, it ain't going.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been that easy, huh?
It's in gear.
Oh, it's gotta be in gear! Yeah! Oh, we went the wrong way.
Have to put it
on the bottom.
Yep.
Let's just put it in reverse and then attach a chain to the back. Yeah, it's moving.
Set brakes.
And we got her. It's all back together. I did it. Thanks for the help.
I stayed away so you could do it yourself without me looking over your shoulder.
So I can throw this away, right?
No, we better keep that for a spare.
Runs like new.
Yep.
So we're over at the boat place. We're bringing them some mineral, just checking on the water. We put the float on yesterday, I think, and for some reason, it didn't turn back on. Oh man. Also brought some pellets because the heifers over here, every time we drive over, they remember us and remember the side-by-side, so we'll give them some pellets. They must have just shut it off down there. There's a little switch.
The cows had this pulled down. I guess there's a reason why my daddy put that little hook wire on there. That'll keep it up all summer.
Fancy.
Yeah.
What's this do? Is that just when your kid's bad, when you're checking cattle, you just pull it off and hit them?
Stick your head in there, Cole.
Ow. So they got that wire buried, and we got a timer on it, and so for about 3 hours a day, it's running and flowing over to the tank. So since we got all this wiring and stuff hanging everywhere, we don't want the cows biting or chewing or stepping on it or anything like that, obviously. So we brought a panel over. We're just gonna put in a couple T-posts. Thanks for tagging along today. We did some things and some stuff, and
Stuff like that.
Yeah, and it hasn't rained. It was supposed to. It's about 5:36, and it was supposed to start raining about 3, and it didn't. And so further we can push that back, maybe hopefully the less stuff we're gonna get.
How do we push it back?
Just
push it.
Just do that. Just tense up and
make that vein pop in my neck.
Yeah, look like we're just rambling. Anyway, thanks for hanging with us today. Don't forget to hit them buttons, that like, that subscribe, that share, them buttons right there. Yep. I don't know.
He's not taller than me, by the way. He's on concrete and I'm on dirt.
All right. So thanks for hanging. I said that 3 times now.
Told ya.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yep.
It's really nice to be able to see what's going on in the cabin building. What the heck? What are you doing?